'cause I could write a song like you if I wanna. But I would rather give you space. I don't think it's time for me to worry, but I don't want to slip into complacency. I've been sitting in the sun and writing your name, singing just for fun 'cause it's about to rain, laughing over how I had a bad day, and I don't really care, so I've been sitting in the sun and writing your name, singing just for fun 'cause it's about to rain, laughing over how I had a bad day, and I don't really care, so and I don't really care, so and I don't really care, so watch out, 'cause I could write a song about you if I wanna, but I don't wanna take your place. I've got a funny feeling you missed that, so maybe take a second now and play it back. I've been sitting in the sun and writing your name, singing just for fun 'cause it's about to rain, laughing over how I had a bad day, and I don't really care, so I'll be sitting in the sun and writing your name, singing just for fun 'cause it's about to rain, laughing over how I had a bad day, and I don't really care, so and I don't really care, so and I don't really care, so electric train.
Hi, this is JJ here at Once. What you're about to see is some very special content created just for you by the Once family. Art and community are our priorities here at Once. We'd rather be with you in person, but what we can do right now is create virtual experiences for us to all enjoy together. No, it's not the same as being at a live show, but that doesn't mean that it's not a way to enjoy each other's company and entertainment. So, without further ado, a few house notes. The bathrooms are in the back, on the left. No flash photography, please. And as always, no crowd surfing. Enjoy the show.
Cool. Hey, we're Little Fuss, and this first song is our latest single called Human of the Century.
First of all, I'd like to thank my mom and dad. Without their love, I'd never hold this piece of metal in my hands. I'm not really sure if it'll bring about much change, but I'll accept it anyways. Isn't it strange how everybody wants to win the game? It's just because we heard it numbs the pain. I thought it felt so good to hear you coming back onto the stage. Isn't it sad how everybody loves to feel so bad? They're crying simply because we know we can. On second thought, I think I'd like to give this back. Who should I ask for that? I'm not sure how people vote on this award, Human of the Century, but what's it for? I'd like to think it's not just because I conformed, passed a test and nothing more. I bet the protocol was not prepared for this. The monitors did not expect the words to slip, but they were forced to watch and fall straight from their lips. Take a moment, let it sit. Isn't it strange how everybody wants to win the game? It's just because we heard it numbs the pain. I thought it felt so good to hear you coming back onto the stage. Isn't it sad how everybody loves to feel so bad? They're crying simply because we know we can. On second thought, I think I'd like to give this back. Who should I ask for that? Made a wish to reset my time. Funny thing is I'm changing my mind. Threw it over the fountainside with a dime. Made a wish to reset my time. Funny thing is I'm changing my mind. Threw it over the fountainside with a dime. Isn't it strange how everybody wants to win the game? It's just because we heard it numbs the pain. I thought it felt so good to hear you coming back onto the stage. Isn't it sad how everybody loves to feel so bad? They're crying simply because we know we can. On second thought, I think I'd like to give this back. Who should I ask for that?
This next song is another original of ours that is unreleased currently, but it is called I Know Exactly What You Want From Me.
much about the ins and the outs, or the when and the how, but here I am and there you are. I guess the thought of caving in, of letting you run and play the victim, but I don't wanna claim your sins, and I hate to break it, the promise that I made a million times to keep you calm before the storm, but my mind keeps changing, and appetite for better days is taking over somewhere in my brain. I've come to think I know exactly what you want from me, and honestly, I'm not giving an apology. Take a look then, turn around and take a look again. I don't know when, now and never. Take a look then, turn around and take a look again. I don't know when, now and never. Guess I lost my mind about the silence and sound of the ups and the downs, but here I stand and there you run. I guess I thought of giving up a piece of my dignity for your love, but I don't wanna split the sum, and I tried to save it, that fragile piece of compromise, pretending to believe you when you lie, but I grew impatient. I'd rather now endure the fight than bend to meet your will another time. I come to think I know exactly what you want from me, and honestly, I'm not giving an apology. Take a look then, turn around and take a look again. I don't know when, now and never. Take a look then, turn around and take a look again. I don't know when, now and never.
Okay. This is our last song of the set, and this is gonna be released on our upcoming EP, and this song is called Hazy.
Mind fucked in the old-fashioned way. Got stuck in what I'm trying to say. On the tip of my tongue it'll stay, at least until I start to fade. It's making me crazy, hold on me daily. I'm tempted to say let go, but I'm thinking maybe I could be hazy. The air really shakes me so. My old set of keys got misplaced. Set them on my window display. Locked out of my own damn place. No good knowing you'll do the same. It's making me crazy, hold on me daily. I'm tempted to say let go, but I'm thinking maybe I could be hazy. The air really shakes me so. Riding and waving like I'm waiting, mind's just caving like it's racing. Sorry to say this, I'm frustrated, all hesitation, call it patience. Riding and waving like I'm waiting, mind's just caving like it's racing. Sorry to say this, I'm frustrated, all hesitation, to think twice. It's making me crazy. You're holding me daily. I'm tempted to say let go, but I'm thinking maybe I'm cool with the hazy. The air really shakes me so, 'cause nobody's saying I should have waited after the end rolls around.
Hi, my name is Brandy Blaze, and we're here live at One Somerville, and I also have DJ Whiteshan with me. Hi! We just got finished performing in this amazing venue, and we just want to take time to thank One Somerville, but also speak about how important art venues are to our art and to us as artists. This is how we reach our fans. This is how we build our fan bases, by getting to perform in these venues. COVID has taken an unprecedented hit on our industry here in Boston, and it's really important that we help to save our stages, save our venues. Please donate what you can. Use the hashtag. Tell your friends to save our stages, so that when we come back in 2021, I have a rafter to hang off, because I promised my first show I'm going to hang off the rafter. Are you going to hang off too, or what?
Well, yeah, of course, I'm jumping, yeah. I just want to jump in the crowd.
Oh, okay, so we're never getting booked here again.
Donate, thank you.
Donate, use hashtag save our stages, and we love you, Boston.
All right, support.
America?
Demand your OVV.
I want my OVV!
I want my OVV!
I want my OVV.
Your favorite bands?
The World's Nightclub.
All online?
Tell your computer.
Grab your mobile device?
Don't.
I want my OVV!
So we're One Somerville. We have an online store. It's called Shopperville. Get it? It's a pretty cool place. You can find our t-shirts, our bumper stickers, which, by the way, say Once Army, smashing the patriarchy since 2015. So you want people to be seeing that. Check out Once Shopperville. You can find the link in all of our socials. Please buy something. It helps us, makes you look cool. You rock.
Hey, you sweet thing. It was a quiet night back in 1991 when all the people stopped and bowed in unison. It's time to signify some ritual belief. But then the ground opens up right beneath their feet. Yeah! So never be afraid of your own crusade. This fortune favors in. Cross that bridge as you're burning it. Your acting so mysterious. Never be afraid of your own crusade. Fortune favors in. Cross that bridge, you're burning it. Your acting so mysterious. We thought for sure that we could plan a perfect crime, but then we bit up more than we could chew this time. And when you cut off your nose just to spite your face, it gave you something to fix, something to replace. Yeah! So never be afraid of your own crusade. This fortune fears it. Cross that bridge as you're burning it. Your acting so mysterious. Never be afraid of your own crusade. Fortune fears it. Cross that bridge, you're burning it. Your acting so mysterious. It takes two to dance, but only if the music's playing. So give me half a chance. Think you know just what I'm saying? Back me in the back. At least you haven't lost your soul. 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 Yeah.
Hey everybody, we're Pine. You're watching Once Virtual Venue.
I want my OVV!
Hey you, save our stages. Independent music venues are important. You dug them before the pandemic and you're gonna want them when the pandemic's over. There's a lot of people out of work. There's a lot of bands that aren't being able to do what they want to do. These independent venues need your help. So give anything that you can to those venues, to those artists, and make sure that they make it through this pandemic so we can all meet on the other side.
That's right, save our stages. Thank you. I'm a man of many words.
Once Somerville started unexpectedly. In 2014, my locavore catering company Cuisine en Locale rented an old event space with a kitchen.
It was early in winter.
We discovered by accident that our ballroom and lounge both have great sound, and we started booking pop-up performances. One Night Creative Events, aka Once. In short time, we were operating as a 2-room, 411-person safe and inclusive venue. We hosted so many amazing bills with local and touring bands and performers, sometimes 7 nights a week. We worked hard to make the best experiences we could, and our friends kept showing up and bringing their friends. COVID closed our doors on March 12, 2020. Once Somerville, the physical space we all love, went dark. In May, we started a Once virtual venue, streaming performances to stay close to our community until we could be open again. We've hosted premieres, listening parties, dance nights, interviews, and variety shows. We're down, but damn it, we are not out. We're going to do whatever we can to continue to produce shows through our Once virtual venue, the OVV. With your patronage, we can continue to produce our special programming with the goal of paying artists and staff and helping us all to bridge this transition together. We would love any support you can offer. A like and a share of our OVV YouTube channel. Buying something from Shopperville, our virtual merch booth. Make a gift through Venmo or PayPal, or best of all, subscribe to one of our Patreon membership levels. We're offering special content and access, discounts, and merch items. Mostly, right now, we're asking you to join us and stay with us on this journey. We miss you, and you rock. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, everybody. I'm JJ from the Ovivian Once, and I'm so excited to be here tonight to have a little chat. And thanks so much to both Little Fuss and Paper Tigers. Those were some really amazing sets. It was like the coolest combination of bands. I loved it so much. It worked so well together. It was like, I don't know, I felt like it was like eating a Reese's peanut butter cup. It's like the creamy chocolate and the delicious peanut butter, and they went so well together. It was really awesome. I loved it. So thanks so much. And thanks for being here, because, you know, you went to all this effort and you've done so much for us. You recorded those sets and you made the time tonight to be here. And I really appreciate it. Thanks for doing so much to keep local music kicking ass. We're almost there, right? There's gonna be shows.
Thanks so much for having us. This is really, really cool.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
You're super welcome. I'm really glad you're here. I want to know more about you guys. I feel like this was a really interesting bill that I think came together because we have this really amazing booking person who sees things in bills and like puts together these really cool shows. And I think I did ask, and I think Paper Tigers, you originally reached out. Her name is Bridget, our booking person. She's a genius. And I think originally you reached out to her. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
Cool. And you're from Brighton? Are you guys in Brighton?
We live in Alston.
Oh, excuse me. Is my faux pas showing?
We gotta get it right.
Wrong side of the tracks.
Please. All right, Mister, we're in Alston. All right, tell me about it. So you're in Alston, and how long has Paper Tigers been an active band in Alston? And you don't have to count 2020 if you don't want to. I think we should just forget that whole year. But how long were you a band? How long have you been a band?
2 years now. Yeah, we formed in April-ish of 2019. And 2020 was actually 2020 was actually a really active year for us. We did a lot of, we kept really busy.
This worked for you?
Writing, recording, shooting videos, playing virtual shows. We did a couple virtual festivals like Mondo Fest and Boston Local Music and all that stuff. So 2020 was kind to us.
Cool. I'm really glad to hear it. I think that different people have had different responses, and there's definitely been a whole area for people who may never have found this way of producing, right? Like probably not what you were planning a year and a half ago to be.
No, we expect to be playing shows like every single weekend. But it was really cool. I think that like when I think about like quarantine, the pandemic, it really came down to like, you're in that situation and what are you going to do with it? And I think that, you know, this band, these three guys and me, we really tried to focus on the things that we could control, which at many times it didn't feel like much at all. But we tried to focus on that and kind of hone in, as Mike said, our songwriting and get into the virtual scene where we could, put out videos where we could. And obviously I put my dogs on display when we could, you know, I guess.
I started an OnlyFans.
I'm going to go on record. I'm pro dog.
Yeah.
So, enjoying this an awful lot. It's cool. And then, so Little Fuss, did Bridget then reach out to you, or did Paper Tigers?
So how it happened from our end is I just got a random message on the band account from
from Ben, from Paper Tigers. And I don't know exactly how they found. I mean, did you guys hear us on like Boston Emissions?
Yeah, it was Boston Emissions, man.
Angel
I
Wood.
never found out.
Yeah, and I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate you guys having us on the bill.
Mm-hmm. That's a beautiful story. I love that. So Angel Wood is like, you know, the great supporter of local bands and getting local songs out and keeping it heard, and has been for a very long time. And I love it when people hear each other on her show. And also I love it. I see Kristen from Bumblebee Radio is also here and just popped up and said, yay, Angel. And I love it. I love that there's these local shows. I grew up in Boston, and we had a show for years and years on, I'm going to get this wrong. Who else grew up in Boston? Was it on BCN? The
network.
What's that?
The BCN network.
There was this like late night local music, like once a week you could hear local bands, and it was a big thing. So I love it. I love that, you know, now we have these shows that are really dedicated, and you know, this is the positive of Facebook, right? But it's really cool because you guys, Boston Emissions is the answer. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. What I thought was really cool about this, and what Angel does, is like, we're two very different bands.
Yeah.
Like, we just watched two very different videos. But the first time that I heard Watch Out on Boston Emissions, I was like, that is fire. There's something going on there. And then later I heard Human of the Century, and I was like, oh my God. Like, I was texting all these guys, like, you guys got to check this out, man. This is awesome. And that's what's so cool about what she does, is she connects bands like us that are like on the heavier side of indie rock, and bands like Little Fuss that are doing that really, really cool, catchy, you know, pop stuff that is, for most people, except for me, would be like, you know, a closet delicacy, you know, in the rocker scene. So I love it, man. It's so cool.
I love it too.
We appreciate that.
We've been so lucky and grateful to how everyone in the Boston community so far has welcomed us into the local music scene. Really, it's really a special thing. So thank you to everyone who has done
Are
that.
you also in Alston?
No, so our apartment right now is in Beacon Hill. I tell people that I live in a shoebox in Beacon Hill because, like, you know, like our roof is leaking and
the radiators leak.
No shame, man. Beacon Hill's beautiful.
Oh yeah, like the surrounding area is beautiful. Our apartment, not so much.
Well, you know, when you live in the city, it's just a box to sleep in, right? The world is really outside.
Right.
Why the pandemic's been so weird for those of us who do live in these very urban environments, because we really count on the out of the house to like be our world, right? So all of a sudden getting shunned into these places that are maybe a little bit on the small side and like not places you maybe want to be all the time. I can totally relate to that. Can you tell? Kind of had that experience. So I'm really impressed, Little Fuss, because you actually have started a band at a time when you can't play live shows.
Right.
And you successfully recorded a song, got it onto the radio without anybody having seen you play. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
So-
well, what I think was most interesting is like a lot of like our friends or like people that I talk to think that we were calculating some like local Boston like media, you know, like Blitz or something, but really like the only person that we sent it to was Boston Emissions, and we were just lucky to have people like, you know, like Paper Tigers and Bumblebee Radio that kind of picked it up from that. And actually, you know, it's funny because when Paper Tigers reached out to us to play the show, we hadn't yet record or like played together as a 5-piece unit. You know, like Olivia and I are kind of like, for the past year and a half, we've been working together as songwriters and kind of recording our stuff, but really as like a 5-piece live band. that's kind of a very new entity for us.
Yeah, which is where Udi comes in, who is our excellent keyboardist on that video that you guys just saw.
Where did you produce that?
The video?
Yep.
So it was at the record company.
Oh.
Yeah, it was at
wow.
the record company.
Thank you from me personally for my first look into the new record company, which I am trying to go visit.
It's
so fun.
I've done a ton of work in the old space and I can't wait to go see the new space, and thank you for turning me on. It looked terrific. The light looked good.
We had
sounded great.
And everyone who worked there was really nice. It was awesome.
So for those who don't know, because I feel a little like I'm being presumptuous here, the record company is this really cool nonprofit resource for bands where you can record, you can video. There's rooms if you wanted to have a meeting. There's like all kinds of different resources for people to make records. They know how to press records. They have design people. Like, it's an amazing resource, and it's called the Record Company. And it was closed for a couple of years because they just completely rebuilt a whole brand new space. It's exciting. It just opened.
Yeah. And they offer everything from like practice spaces for like $5 an hour. Wow. And then the studios are also really cheap and really well equipped as well.
Mm-hmm. It's actually cool. The model is really cool because one of the ways that, I mean, it's a nonprofit and they have a lot of ways of doing like different stuff, but you can bring your own engineer.
Yeah.
So you're not locked into their engineer. You get to bring your own production team. And I think that's kind of cool because it means you're not trying to work with someone you don't know. And
yeah.
Of course, it also means you have to know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
We're all learning all the time, right? It's been so much learning. I'm so impressed. And actually, I wanted to know, I was going to ask this anyway, Paper Tigers, where was that recorded?
So that was actually, all right. So my friend Dave, he owns it's like a thrift furniture store, but it has like a bunch of vintage stuff too. It's like 3 floors. And he actually had a festival. That's how I met him. He put on a festival up in Maine. It ended up getting too big for its own good. And so it kind of got shut down. But so he like supports artists all over the place, like all over Massachusetts, and actually extends into like Philadelphia and stuff like that. But I became good friends with him, and he actually, you know, Basics, right? So he manages Basics in Allston. It's like the furniture store. But he has his own in Attleboro, and he 100% supports artists like to the max. He lets you film music videos there.
Wow.
So that was filmed at the Fawcett.
Is this something that's public? What's the name of it?
It's called the Fawcett Thrift. So it is like when you go there on the normal, it is a thrift store. A 2-story thrift store. Mm-hmm. And what I think is really cool about that video is like what you saw is only 1/3 of it, right? That's actually part 3. We when we reached out to Dave, we wanted to shoot a video for a song that we have out right now called "I Smell a Rat," and so we said, hey, we're going to use this. You know, we did like a site survey. We said, hey, we're going to look at this thrift store and go check it out. We saw it. It was awesome. We checked out all 3 floors. And then later, the discussion kind of shifted to, let's just make this a massive like thing. Let's shoot a Tiny Desk style video. Let's shoot a music video. And then let's shoot, you know, a third, like a live video. But then that's not enough. Let's connect it all conceptually. So that's really what we did there. Like when this comes out, we're going to connect kind of all 3 videos at once, and you'll see a direct connection where Mike is actually transitioning between, you know, the live Tiny Desk to I Smell a Rat to, you know, this 3rd floor performance you just saw. So it was just an exciting, like really complex project that we shot in about 10 hours, and we were white when we were done.
That's why you see at the beginning of the video that you just saw, I'm on the couch, and what's going on? And I walk upstairs is because picking up where the last video left off.
That's really cool. I'm psyched to see it. Where's it gonna? Will it come out in different places?
Yeah, parts 1 and 2, and now 3 soon. I'll be up on YouTube. We'll also have them up on our website, papertigersusa.com.
Okay.
We'll have a YouTube channel where we post all our videos and stuff. So if you just,
we'll make sure to tell people.
Yeah.
When it happens, it sounds really cool.
And let people know about the faucet, because they're very awesome. It's the best like thrift shop in all of like England, I think, my personal
I
opinion.
want to go.
Massive.
I totally just saw that, Olivia. I totally just saw that. We both did the same thing at the same time. We were both like,
what did you say, Cody? I missed it.
We're definitely gonna hit that up soon.
Oh
yeah. And I actually immediately now have a thrifting date together.
Yes.
We're totally there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, you guys, I want to thank you, Little Fuss. It is an honor to have hosted your first set on the OBV. And all I can say is maybe we'll get your first live show when we have some outside space this summer.
We would love that. We'd be honored.
It'd be really cool. And maybe Paper Tigers, maybe you'll play too.
Well,
yeah,
hey,
on the same bill.
At a minimum, if you need us to work security, we are there.
We'll work Little Fuss's merch table for free.
Yeah.
Right? I can imagine. I think Little Fuss probably have a pretty tough audience. We're going to need extra security from you. Look at them.
We'll bring the dogs.
Bowsers. Awesome. I can't wait for this show. I'll totally be looking forward to it. I'll totally be there. And I can't wait. And thank you for being here tonight. I can't wait to see you all soon. With love from me.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Awesome.
You rock. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Get vaccinated.
Good night.
Good job, everyone.
We did it. Yeah. At least I
Hello, this is Tim Hall here, musician, saxophonist, and poet. I'm here at Once and just need to say how important it is to support the local arts and local businesses. Once is such an important venue to the scene of artists and creators. They're doing amazing work. Please go and support. See you soon, Tim Hall. Out.
Like, share,
subscribe. Subscribe.